Life is like a cucumber. Now, given how many analogies and metaphors I've made over the last 14 months, you're probably expecting me to have a logical explanation to back up such a weird statement, right? Wrong. This is just a random, weird statement with no explanation whatsoever. There is, however, a story behind it, and that's what I'm going to share today. So it all started yesterday night. It started very slowly with me tossing and turning in bed because yesterday I didn't go for a walk. It was raining, so I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with, getting wet and all that. Walking with an umbrella is never fun. Water always splashes on your feet end up getting wet, and it just sucks. And it already happened to me a couple of days ago when I was walking. Midway through the walk, it started raining, so I'm like, I'm already here at the park walking. Might as well finish the walk. I'll be soaked by the time I get home anyway. So I'm like, all right, I've been wet in the last few days. I don't feel like doing it from the get go this time. So, I'm just going to skip today. Every once in a while, it's good to take a break. Plus, that was kind of my plan from the beginning. Whenever it's nice, I go for a walk. Whenever it's raining, I don't go for a walk. However, what I didn't realize is that at this point, walking has a massive impact on my body and also my appetite. I thought it had a small impact on the appetite, but yesterday had zero appetite. No way I'd be able to eat dinner. In fact, I felt like the entire day I was already full even though I barely ate. So it's like I forced myself to eat as much as I could. Came very close to throwing up. It felt like one of those throw up kind of days. Luckily, it wasn't, but it was that kind of feeling, that kind of day. So, realized yesterday, first of all, helps a lot with the appetite to go for a walk. Second of all, it also helps tire me out so that by the time I'm done the day and I go to bed, I'm tired enough that I fall asleep relatively quickly. Since yesterday I didn't go for a walk, of course, the night started with me tossing and turning and tossing and turning until eventually, after I don't know how long, I didn't want to look at the time because I knew that would only depress me. But it felt like at least half an hour, maybe an hour of tossing and turning. And I eventually fall asleep. And then, a couple of times wake up, change position, fall back asleep, do that a few times, go to the bathroom, and at some point come back and I'm like, you know what? I'm curious to see what time it is. So I look and I'm like, wow, it's 10:30. So I've only been in bed for a couple hours at this point. This is going to be a long night. And, keep doing that for a while. Wake up, change positions, fall back asleep, repeat that process until it gets to the point where once I wake up and for some reason I'm not able to go back to sleep and my brain just starts thinking about stuff. And even though I didn't realize it affected me that much, apparently, subconsciously, my brain is worried about money. Because yes, I did apply for employment insurance. I'm waiting to be for that to be accepted and everything. And you never know what will happen for things like that. There's always a chance that it could be denied, and then you're faced with the situation of, oh crap, I have no income, I have no way to support myself, I'm not in a physical place, not physically able to go back to work. What do I do? So, I knew it kind of was stressing me a bit, but I didn't realize how much because apparently it was keeping me from sleeping last night. So, definitely not pleasant. My brain thought of that for a while until at some point it came up with a statement that seemed as logical as any of the other weird random statements that I come up with, only this one did not come with an explanation. And as you may have guessed, that statement is life is like a cucumber. And I don't know why, but that thought, that realization, whatever you want to call it, somehow had the same soothing effect on me as a statement with a logical explanation behind it would have. And after that fact, I woke up a couple of times throughout the night and, thought about it a little more. And I tried to come up with an explanation retroactively. I'm like, all right, how is life like a cucumber? I don't know, maybe like once you get past like the hard skin, it's, soft and juicy inside. But I'm like, cucumbers aren't soft and juicy. Like, they're still crunchy. They're not that juicy. This statement simply does not make sense. I don't understand. Yet, every single time I woke up for the rest of the night, I would just think of that statement. It would make me smile, make me feel better, and I'd drift back off to sleep. So I don't know why. Maybe at this point I've come up with random analogies and metaphors so many times that I've just conditioned myself to just feel better as a result of it, even though this particular one made absolutely no sense whatsoever. And to this point, the following day, I still have no idea what it means. So if you can come up with an explanation as to why life is like a cucumber, please let me know, but I can't seem to think of one. So it's kind of a weird story. I just thought I'd share it because it happened. And I don't know, at this point, there's not that much going on. We're kind of in a waiting pattern, health wise, money wise, pretty much everything wise. So at this point, it's more like, let's just share whatever's going on. And at the moment, this is what's going on. Life is like a cucumber. Don't know why, but apparently life is like a cucumber. So that's been my story for the day. And I'll talk to you tomorrow.